So while I find my speech here, Julie, I thought we were good friends. Then you put me between the Attorney General of New York, the CEO of EDF, who had a video, which I don't have, and following dinner, and then before the governor. So Julie, we can talk about this later, but yeah, you didn't put me after the governor because that would have been worse. So, but I really, honestly, I just would first, honestly, to say thank you to Julie Ty, to the entire LCV staff, the board, all of you who support this organization for thinking of us when it came to this award. They do an incredible job here. And I think we all can't wait to see the ways that they continue to grow and expand their influence and reach. I also want to thank the staff at Chelsea Piers. I think we all should thank them because they've done an incredible job. I'm honored to speak on the same stage as EDF Renewables CEO Tristan Grimbert, Governor Kathy Hochul, and Attorney General Tish James. EDF's commitment to good middle-class union jobs on their projects in New York is a model for holistic success in the renewable economy. Governor Hochul's Climate Week announcements were game-changing. A $4 billion bond act, $600 million in water infrastructure, and 2 transmission lines that will power downstate New York. Attorney General Tish James has also always been a stalwart supporter of labor and a consistent, extraordinary supporter of our environment. I'd also quickly like to thank a few people from the laborers. First, Armin Sabatoni, the LIUNA General Secretary Treasurer and New England Regional Manager, for pushing us all to fully engage in the renewable space. I'd like to thank our organizing chairman, Sam Fresina, co-chairman Keith Lascauso, and our organizing fund director, John Hutchings, for their vision and support in all the work we do. But mostly, I'd like to acknowledge the work that our research team, our field staff, they do every day, tirelessly, every single day, to make sure that the current and future LIUNA members have a place to work that they can depend on. So when Julie asked me to accept this award, all I could think about were the words education honoree. And there was this one story that kept coming back to me. And I felt I needed to quickly share it with you all. When I was a senior in high school, I had the worst case of senioritis that you could imagine. I didn't want to do anything. And the last half of the year, my English teacher said to me, Vinny, forget about everything I've assigned you. Just do this one thing for me. Read this book and just write me anything you want about it. And despite her desperate plea, I failed. She gave me a copy of this book, and I just didn't read it. Well, when I was going into my freshman year of college, they sent us an assignment to be completed before we showed up at orientation. And it was to read the book, The Color of Water by James McBride. This was the book that my teacher had given me. And the irony that the high school teacher that had invested so much in me selected a book that would be my first college assignment, it was not lost on me. When she gave me that book, she said to me, Vinny, you've done so much for this school. I don't want you to leave here. And all the good work that you've done is tainted by the laziness, by the distractedness of your final months. And she said to me, and I quote, The most important thing you can do in anything you do is leave well. The copy of the book she had given me was her own personal copy. And that summer, I finally read it, and it was incredible. And when I showed up at my freshman orientation, the author, James McBride, was there to speak. And after he spoke, I waited until everyone was gone. And I spoke to him and I told him this story. I asked him to write a note, in which he did, to my teacher, and I sent it back to her. I included a note in which I told her that I promised that I would never again not leave well. She's here tonight to watch me accept this award. Doris White, thank you. And, you know, I'm telling this story because it was part of my education. It was something I'll never forget. And this award should be about our educations. And the message, leave well, it's the reason I hope we're all here tonight. All of us in this room, I think, are here because we believe that the work we are doing is to better our environment. It's to leave well. For us in the laborers, it's to better the lives of current and future workers transitioning away from fossil fuel jobs to new opportunities in the renewable space. For us in the laborers, we constantly ask ourselves, do the decisions we are making today affect the working families of the future? And every year that passes, more of us will be gone from this room. But new bodies will sit in all of these chairs. And when we've all left, can we correctly answer the question, did we leave well? It is our challenge, but more importantly, it is our responsibility. Most of us in this room are rightfully consumed by the day-to-day pressures of our jobs. We have goals and deadlines to meet. But when we strip it all away, the advocacy, the construction, the creation of a new energy economy, well, the work we have done resulted in a better world for workers, for energy customers, and for the place we call home. Did we leave things better than before? And have we left well? Thank you, League of Conservation voters, for this award, and thank you all for your support and efforts.